Be Wealthy and Smart, episode 1003.
Step into a world of wealth and financial freedom without budgets, boredom, or bosses on Be Wealthy and Smart. And now, here's your host, Linda P. Jones.
Welcome to Be Wealthy and Smart. I'm Linda P. Jones, America's Wealth Mentor, empowering women and men worldwide to financial freedom. On today's show, we're going to talk about why I don't think this is the time to invest in Russia. And that is because we're seeing a lot of volatility right now, even though we see the Russian stock market take a 30% dive and Russian rubles down about 30%. I don't believe this is the time to be trying to pick up bargains or be playing the brave contrarian. Although we like to be a contrarian, this just isn't the time to do it. It's a little bit too early, but I will tell you at the end of the podcast where I think you can benefit from all this turmoil in Russia, because I do think there are some interesting investments out there. It's just not in Russian stocks, bonds, or rubles. So let's talk about what's happening, because the Standard & Poor's recently just downgraded Russian bonds to junk status. That means that if they were investment grade before, now they are considered not investment grade. And that means that a lot of institutions, other governments, sovereign wealth funds now cannot hold the Russian bonds if they aren't of a certain grade. You see, ratings institutions give bonds grades. When rating agencies downgrade bonds to junk status, that's the lowest quality, the lowest level of grade that you can have. It means that while you might have had a good rating in terms of your ability to repay debt, now having a junk rating means that it's unlikely you may pay back your debt, or interest rates might have to go a lot higher on that debt because there's more risk that you may not be able to pay it back. So that junk status also prohibits certain institutions from being able to invest in that low quality of bond. So there may be additional selling happening because certain institutions no longer can hold those Russian bonds. That's going to cause a cascade effect where they can lose more value. And that's why I'm saying it's too early to try to think that you can pick up any bargains. Now, Russia is also a very large producer of wheat and oil and gas. And wheat and oil and gas prices have started to jump. I believe wheat was up 8%. So we've started to see some of the prices move up as it is anticipated that maybe it will be harder to get those commodities from Russia. But according to experts, Russia really can't be sanctioned on oil because they are such a big oil provider that they can't afford to sanction Russian oil because it would cause a worse economic problem if we had a shortage of energy and skyrocketing energy prices. So their oil can't be sanctioned, their gas can't be sanctioned. Europe relies on Russian gas, and a lot of Russia's oil goes to the east, to Asia and to Korea. So while the Russian banks are getting sanctioned and are not being allowed in the SWIFT banking system that allows them to do business with the West, they do still have connections with the BRICS nations, Brazil, of course, Russia, and India, China, South Africa, trading in the CIPS system or CIPS system, as I talked about on the last podcast. So they already have another banking system that they can use. It's really not going to slow down Russia very much from trading with the East. It's just going to stop them from trading with the West. But like I was saying about bonds, with regard to Russian stocks and currencies, it's not a good time to try and bottom fish. So I would stay away from any Russian ETFs. It's just too early, and they definitely can drop more in value. But here's how I think you can take advantage of what's going on with Russia. You can buy U.S. stocks on any dips caused by news in Russia, because I think we will be a beneficiary of money coming into the United States as a safe haven and as a place where people have more security, more assuredness, more safety with their money. They're going to tend to move their money into the United States. So buying U.S. stocks on any dips caused by Russian news, I think that's a smart move. I also think buying the mining stocks, gold and silver mining stocks, is a good move because ultimately Russia is now buying more gold, at least that was the news yesterday, and they are also buying other precious metals as well. So silver, platinum, etc. I think buying some mining stocks, some silver coins, those are going to be good moves where you can benefit from the things that are happening with Russia. And finally, my favorite investment, XRP, the cryptocurrency, I think is poised to do spectacularly well, because what we'll learn from these banking systems and from sanctions is that we need a decentralized way to move money around the planet. If everything was decentralized, I believe the sanctions on Russia are ultimately going to put the U.S. in a difficult situation, because if Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa have a completely different banking system, well, the U.S. isn't going to stay in the SWIFT system by itself. So I think ultimately a new system is going to have to be created, which has already been operating for many years and tested by central banks for many years behind the scenes, using XRP as the bridge currency. This can be used to trade any commodity, any currency, anything of value, anything that can be tokenized can use XRP as the bridge currency. As you trade from one thing to another, XRP is that cryptocurrency that you go into that is the bridge between the value of one to the other. It happens quickly, almost instantaneously, 1,500 transactions per second, and a fraction of a penny for many transactions. So the cost is low, it's very fast, it's a green energy. This is exactly the kind of speed and efficiency that we need in the movement of money around the planet. We need to make it as easy to move money as it is to send an email, and that's where we're going. We're going with the ease of money movement, the speed of money movement, and the low cost of money, like sending an email. So U.S. stocks, mining stocks, silver, and XRP, I think are the smart way to take advantage of buying on any dips. But I would definitely stay away, do not buy any Russian ETFs, currency, rubles, or even oil, because I think the volatility in oil is coming soon. Other sources of production may come on, which will eventually lower the price of oil again. It may take us a month or two to get there. I don't know about the timing, but I really don't think that oil is even something I would be investing in here at $100 a barrel. If you haven't yet subscribed to Be Wealthy and Smart, hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified as soon as new podcasts are available so you never miss one of them. And don't forget, I still have a review contest going for my new book, 3 Steps to Quantum Wealth, The Wealth Heiress's Guide to Financial Freedom by Investing in Cryptocurrencies. You have the ability to win $100 in my favorite cryptocurrency, XRP, a wealth mentoring session with me for 30 minutes. I'll be giving away 25 autographed copies of my book, and one lucky person will win a lifetime membership in the Be Wealthy and Smart VIP experience. You're automatically entered by leaving a book review on Amazon, and I'll be announcing the winners on the March 7th podcast. So be sure to mark your calendar to tune in that day and see if you've won. That's all for today. Until next time, live the good life and be wealthy and smart.
Thank you for listening to Be Wealthy and Smart with Linda P. Jones. Share the wealth and tell your family and friends about the show. Check out our website, blog, and social media for more riches at www.bewealthyandsmart.com.